marks 2 weeks since anyone last reported seeing this man, 72-year-old Daniel James Dewey. Since then, the Knox County Sheriff's Office led several searches, but so far no clues. Tonight, reporter Jacinta Render spoke with one of his friends who hasn't stopped looking and refuses to give up hope.
But Sunday when we did our search, we spent about 4 or 5 hours, very detailed, took our time, but we came up with nothing.
Daniel Dewey hasn't been seen for weeks, and this past weekend, the Knox County Sheriff's Chief of Detectives led people who knew him through a search, hoping they'd come up with something. His friend Barry Vest joined in.
Because Dan was so special to me. We had a very good friend relationship, but we also had a work relationship, and I feel like I owe it to the man.
Dewey is 72 years old, went missing 2 weeks ago. The Knox County Sheriff's Office crews looked high and low, using canines, bloodhounds, and an aviation unit. Those who knew Dewey say they can't believe he is not home safe.
I'm hoping for the best. Hopefully he wandered off and maybe he's in a hospital somewhere. And that's not like him to just up and leave.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation issued a silver alert in Dewey's case. They are used when a missing person wandered off because of dementia or a disability. Vest says he knows Dewey struggled with several medical conditions.
He is a great man, but he does suffer from PTSD and vertigo, which is serious issues.
Authorities are still looking for Dewey. They say they won't stop until he's found. In Knoxville, I'm Jacinta Render.
Welcome back. This reading is Missing Mr. Dewey. Daniel James. I cannot talk. This is not going to start out well for me. I've already stuttered. Daniel James Dewey. He's 72 years old and he's from Knox County, Tennessee. Now, this is a real mystery too here now. I forgot to look up Knox County to Jefferson City. No, I'm not going to be able to not know that. Wait just a second here. Let me look this up. This guy lived in Knox County, apparently. And he lived by himself with his dog. And it says that on March the 24th, his neighbor was going to go get some groceries for the both of them. She comes back, and he doesn't answer his phone. She keeps trying to call. She's worried about him. And a church not far down the road from his residence had surveillance cameras up or security cameras up, and they got him on surveillance walking past it. And that's on foot. Now, you got to keep in mind, Mr. Dewey is diagnosed PTSD and vertigo, which if you don't know what vertigo is, it's just pretty much dizziness and disorientation. It's, no, you wouldn't be able to walk long periods of time, that's for sure. I wouldn't think to go to Jefferson City to Walmart, which, by the way, says 39 minutes, 30.8 miles. Now, you tell me a 72-year-old man with vertigo walked 30.8 miles to go to Walmart. Because that's the next confirmed sighting or interaction with Mr. Dewey is on April the 5th. And that's at Walmart in Jefferson City. And it's a female and her father. And she says that he appeared a bit confused and said he needed money to go home. They don't know what happened to him, but they tried to contact the GBI or TBI. Now, here's another question I got on my mind. What was he confused for? Because even though he's 72, he's only diagnosed with PTSD and vertigo. There is nothing here about dementia, Alzheimer's, onset, nothing. So I don't know why this man was confused. And, I mean, of course, I got other questions. You know I do. But I'm really perplexed that he goes missing on March the 24th. and then isn't seen, heard from, or even spotted until April the 5th. So for 14 days, where was this man? I don't feel real good about this one at all. As far as I feel like this is going to be a recovery mission. So let's get started. Mr. Dewey. The proud, let's say, military man. I don't know what branch of service he was in, but he wears his uniform with pride. He's the type of man that iron himself. Not have a seamstress or a woman do it, but iron himself his complete uniform. Down to perhaps his socks and his boxers. I'm not joking here. But I feel like this guy has got a great sense of humor, and he probably kept everybody cracking up. He's got a big old smile, that's for sure. So, let's find out here what has happened to Mr. Dewey and bring awareness to his case and get him some justice, hopefully. Alright, Mr. Dewey, here we go. Why were you on foot the night you disappeared? Why didn't you drive? Where were you going? What was your reason for leaving the house, especially on foot? Ooh. Why didn't you take your dog Snoopy with you? Why did you leave him at home? From 3:24 to 4:05, where were you? Who were you with? Mr. Dewey, on April the 5th, how did you get to Walmart physically? How did you get there? And where did you come from? Why were you confused? Because I don't see anything about any type of mental capacity. And I want to know, were you drugged? Or what was the reason for your confusion? And why did you need money to get home? Upon leaving Walmart, Mr. Dewey, where did you go and how did you get there? And who took you there? Reveal to me Mr. Dewey's perpetrator. Gosh, buddy. That's got real much. It's very heavy. Okay. Reveal to me the motive for the perpetrator and whatever has happened to Mr. Dewey, his role and involvement, what the motive was and is. And I'm going to go ahead and do a freebie for here with the last words from the cards. Alright, so the first card. This is going to answer for us and reveal to us why Mr. Dewey was on foot. That's going to be the Ace of Pentacles. That's a card that reveals to you happiness and contentment, new beginnings and prosperity. It's starting something new, which you see as being a positive for you. It's an abundance in all areas of life. That's in security, stability. It shows your dreams becoming reality. Something that you've wanted for a very, very long time finally coming to fruition. Now, the next one was going to be, where was he going when he left his house on foot? That's going to be the Six of Pentacles. That represents gifts, kindness, generosity. Shows money coming to you. It's receiving help or money from a person of your past. Why he had not taken his dog with him? Why he left Snoopy at home? That's the Lovers. That's a relationship and a decision. It predicts meeting a new partner. We're speaking of a partner as in a career opportunity, none of the romantic type. It's your choice that you make on this job prospect, opportunity, or offer is going to have a significant effect on your future. Now, pardon me. Where was he between 3:25 and April the 5th? That's the Seven of Swords reverse. The Seven of Swords reverse shows someone's given up rather than taking a stand. It's attempting to defend what's yours. A colleague or somebody that's trying to go into business with you, I would say. Trying to disempower you. It's legal problems of and in business dealings. Wah, wah, wah. Now the next one is going to be how he got to Walmart. How he got to Jefferson City. Jefferson City. I'm sorry, I had to look it back up. How you got from Knox County to Jefferson City Walmart, which is 30.8 miles. Now, you know this man is not walked 30 miles, like I said, not with any vertigo. Okay, so that's the Page of Pentacles. Now, this Page of Pentacles is good news. It's the bringer of news, which this is good news. And it's concerning finances and business of that aspect. It shows a job offer. Now, this job offer comes with an element of caution. It's wanting you to look at every financial agreement, anything that you agree to, put your name to. Look at these twice, and in some cases, mostly have a lawyer or an attorney or family friend, someone that's a little bit outside the box to also view it to make sure that there's no shady dealings. Now, while this represents all that, the Page of Pentacles is truly aspecting of a younger gentleman. That's usually between 20 and 35. Now, this younger gentleman and mentioned here is starting a new line of business. It's telling you that, oh no, he may not have the money right now to open this business, but he has the potential to make this business successful. So why don't you just loan him the money? Now, the next one that I asked is, what was the reasoning? Why was Mr. Dewey confused when there was no mentioned minimal capacities or anything? And that's going to be the Six of Swords. That represents escaping, running away, travel, feeling lethargic and deflated after coming through a tough time. That is the way it's just shaping together. It's really creeping me out a little bit. Now, where Mr. Dewey went when he left from Walmart. Ace of Wands reverse. It's disappointing news. Now, Ace of Wands is a messenger, bringer of news, and it is bad news. Or not bad news, but disappointing news. It's disappointing news where all work matters are concerned. It's a project that's been abandoned or postponed due to poor management. So, that's not it. I got an idea. I just see here. All right, now let's just go to the next card. So I put this all together. The next card I asked to reveal the perpetrator, and it's going to be Nine of Wands reversed. I'm going to tell you, before I even start giving you the qualities and the definitions of the card, I'm going to tell you what I feel like. I feel like this Page of Pentacles is Mr. Dewey's grandson. It's exactly what I feel like it is. I feel like that either the grandson has asked the grandpa to invest in the business, and whatever ensued after that as far as a plan to pay back or not pay back, or just see this as a gift. And he's either backed out or he's thought about it and it's come up that, hey, this is not going to be best for me to do, so I have to decline my, my financial investment at this time. And I'm not sure which of it is, but somehow, some way, the grandson has been led to believe that he was going to get the money to start up his new line of business, and Papa ended up not going through, so he killed him. Because Nine of Wands reverse is a card of delay. Being discreet at, any grievances that you may have. Petty arguments and jealousy. Refusing to compromise, give in, or meet in the middle. It is being the last one standing, encountering unexpected trouble. Delay. Delay is delay in starting this kid's new line of business. Be discreet about any grievances. He's pissed off at Papa. Petty arguments, Jason. That's exactly what this is. Now, the motives is the Ace of Cups reversed. That's showing someone with blocked and or repressed emotions. You see, now this grandson has had some issue with Papa ever since he was a young child. And over the years, as he's gotten older, it's just grown into a more matured hate, I guess. I mean, more... This was definitely a crime of passion. He's angry at his Papa. Hated him. Oh, it's, Ace of Cups is a bringer of news again. This one is bad or upsetting news. And that would be concerning the people around you and in or family. So it is people around you reacting to you in a negative way, having ill will towards you, and it shows you feeling exhausted. This is probably due to others' demands. It reveals insecurity and doubt, and it leaves you feeling as if you cannot trust the people you're supposed to believe in. As the grandson. Now the last words, High Priest is reversed. Choosing the wrong path. Indicates secrets that need to be out of the open. Knowledge locked up too long. That knowledge being harmful. It's your intuition trying to jump in and guide you. And your instincts are correct, but perhaps maybe you're not listening to this. You always listen to your instincts. Oh man, it's being more focused on others' approval than your own inner wisdom, and while neglecting your needs to take care of the needs of others. Cut and dry. Mr. Dewey has a grandson. Or maybe a granddaughter who's, more grandsonly than she's granddaughterly, but that's besides the point. You get what I'm saying. Who is starting a new line of business or has or wanted to. Now, I feel like that maybe Papa has had an inheritance set up aside for these kids. And the boy has wanted his money to start his business. And I think his Papa has at first agreed to it. Now, just some time has went by. Now, this is, like I said, the High Priestess going, choosing, being on, running down the wrong path. Indicates secrets being out there. But grandson had a drug problem, so I guarantee he spent either, if he got the money from Papa, he spent it on drugs, every bit of it. Or Papa found out he had a drug problem and wouldn't give him the money for it. Either way, he didn't get the money, and like I said, bye-bye Papa. I mean, you know what? Children of this product of environment for these children, the mothers is who needs to be locked up. The mothers need to be placed in a room with other mothers that, and let us kick their asses, because who in the world is going to raise a son that will have no qualms of talking about your father's life because he didn't give him money for drugs? Children, I will tell you, the authority position, teaching a child to respect authority, begins at home. If a child doesn't respect you or have a healthy amount of fear of you, to be the authority and look at you as an authority figure, then they're certainly not going to respect anyone else's boundaries or even anybody in a position of authority, like judge, lawyer, police officer, and there your problem ensues downhill afterwards like a bunch of dominoes. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.